In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can add 3 different styles to your animation, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel. The channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now, before I get going into today's video, I just want to share something quickly. My Creators Lounge membership is currently open for enrollment, and so it's only open for this week. Now, who is the Creator Lounge for? Well, it's actually for 2 people or 2 types of animators. The one is if you are new to animation, you want to start out, you want to learn. So the Creators Lounge is perfect for you. So I'll get into what it all entails, what you get. And the second type of person it is for is someone that is currently working on a project. Maybe he's working on a web series or a short film, and he just needs some more input and guidance to make this a lot better. So that is who this Creator Lounge is for. So if you are new to animation and you want to learn basically from scratch, it is for you. And then secondly, if you are currently working on a project and you just need some professional guidance to make your project even better. Basically, the membership is $149 a month, so it is for the serious animator. So that's why it is for someone who's really serious about animating. But if you use code SUCCESS, then you will get 50% discount on your monthly premium. So you'll only pay $74.50 a month. So it is a real deal, and it's only open for the first 5 subscribers. So the first 5 people using the promo code will get 50% discount. And then enrollment for this closes on the this coming Sunday. So you don't have a lot of time. So make sure you jump and get this offer. It's really going to help you. So what do you get? Well, you get 2 one-on-one coaching with me per month. You will have access to all my online courses as well as my discontinued courses, all my ebooks and future ebooks as well. There is a monthly group call, like a Zoom meeting call with all the members so that we can talk about your progress, your success, and inspire each other and learn from each other. And then you'll also have access to my Animator Circle community with lots of different Facebook type of groups that you can join, but there will also be exclusive groups for you as well. So all of this for $149 but if you per month, and if you use the promo code SUCCESS, you will get 50% discount on both the monthly or the annual option. So I hope to see you there. But back to why you are watching this video. So today we are going to look at 3 different types of styles that you can apply onto your animations. Okay, so sometimes you just want your animation to kind of look different, or you want to achieve something different, and that is what this video is for. So the first style we are going to look at is, I call it the Loud House style or effect. Okay, so if you've ever watched Loud House on Nickelodeon, you will, if you look closely, you will see there's almost like a paper texture over the animation. Okay, so if you've ever wondered how they did that, because you can't add that texture onto your characters, because if you're going to add it onto, let's say, the arm, the moment the arm moves, that texture is going to move with, and then it's not going to look the way you want. You want it, the animation, to be basically on top of this texture. Okay, so how do you do that? So basically you do that in post-production. So after you have animated your entire animation and you are done, then what you do is you go on Google Images and you search for the paper texture that you want. Okay, so And then you basically go into your editing software and then you add that paper texture over your animation. So let me quickly show you how you do it. So here I've got my animation that I've done, and you can see there's no texture. And then on the second layer there's a paper texture that I've added on top. So let me just first select it, and I want to remove the composite. So if I'm going to add the paper texture, there you can see I've got my paper texture on a layer right above my animation. And then what you do is you go to composite mode and you make it divide and make sure it's 100%. And there you can see there is the paper texture over my animation. So if I press play, that texture will remain constant with close-ups. It doesn't matter. That texture remains over my animation. So that is the first style that you can add to your animation, is to add a texture over it. Now there's a lot of textures that you can add over. So for example, you can have like a crumbling paper that keeps moving, and then you can add that on top of your animation, and it really adds that almost like your characters is moving over a piece of paper kind of thing. So there's whatever texture you want to add over your animation to make it look unique and different, you can do that. In this case, I tried to implement the loud house effect, so it is a kind of a paper texture. So it's like a rough texture, so you can see that over my animation. So that is the first one. Now the second style I want to share with you is to have like a chalk drawing animation on a blackboard. Okay, so when I was a kid, I'm going to give away my age, there was this hilarious animation show of this character walking on this chalk line, and then he argues with the artist. It was extremely funny. So if you want to create something like that, especially if you want to create explanation videos, etc., and you want a cartoon character that is just the chalk outlines and that character is animated on a blackboard kind of thing. If you want that, then I'm going to show you how to do it, because I've done it in a music video in the past. Now it sounds simple. You create a character with only the white outlines. It sounds simple, but it's not that simple. And the reason for that is if you're only going to do the outlines and you're going to leave all the inside basically transparent, so that it only shows the outlines in your animation, what's going to happen is the body parts, like the arm that's behind, is also going to show behind the body. So it's not going to be hidden behind the body. It's actually going to show everything. So even when the legs cross, you're not going to have the one leg in front of the other. It's actually still going to show both legs, because the inside of the character is transparent. So it's going to show everything, and it's going to get worse if you're going to place it in front of other drawn objects, and if it's going to walk in front of, it's going to be like a ghost. You're going to see through the character, and you don't want that. So how do you achieve that you only see outlines, but your character is not transparent, that it shows everything behind the character, but you still only see the outlines, if it kind of makes sense? So how I did that in my music video was actually very simple. So if we go to Cartoon Animator, you'll see that I created a character, and you can see the outlines is white, but everything that is filled is green. Okay, and so what I then did was I added a green background. So now you can only see the outlines, but like you can see, the back arm is not, the body is not transparent in the sense that you can see the right arm, or the right foot, or the shoe isn't also showing. You can see it is behind the character, and that is because I filled the character with green. and that creates the illusion that this foot is behind the other foot and this arm is behind the foot. But if I bring back the green, now you only see the outlines, okay? And that is basically what you want, and I think you know what I am going to do. So you animate your character now on the green background, and once you are done, you go to your editing software. And so what you do is now you import your character, but you add the green chroma. So it removes everything that is green. So you only see the white outlines now. And now you can just add your chalkboard background. And there you have your character, your drawn character on the background that looks like a chalk drawing. And basically, if I press play, you will see the character animating. Let's just try, and there you can see it's kind of animating. It's a bit slow because I'm screen capturing at the same time, but if I just draw it, you can see the character is now animated on a green board. And you can also do it with just black outlines if you want like a whiteboard. So it's an animation of a character on a whiteboard. You can basically get the same effect as well. So you do the same way. You just do black outlines with green fill animated on a green background. You import it and then you chroma the green out so that only the white outlines is left. And that is basically how you do that. So that is the second method. And so the last style we're going to look at is a stop motion effect. Okay, so what is a stop motion effect? Well, if you've ever watched stop motion, you'll see the animation is very jittery. It is not as smooth, and this can be very beneficial in maybe the way you want to tell your story. Maybe you want your story to be like a storybook coming to life, and you want the characters not to move smoothly. You want that jittery effect. So how do you do that? Well, it is very important to note that normal videos is normally 24 frames per second and stop motion is 12 frames per second. So that means you are cutting your for every frame, normal video frame. With stop motion you have 2 frames basically. Okay, so it will only have 12 images per second, but each image will take up 2 frames. Okay, if that kind of makes sense. So that is very important. So when you if you want to create this effect, normally what you do is you will create your normal animation. So let's quickly go to Cartoon Animator, and you'll animate your scene. And then once you are done, what you're going to do is you're not going to export it as a video. You are going to export it as image, but you're going to select the entire sequence. Okay, so what this will do is it will then export not a video, but every frame as an image. And that is basically what you want. So what you then do is you go to your animation software, and if I just show you, I imported every image, but I've imported every second one. Okay, because remember we need to cut it in half, the images. So I've imported every second one, and then what I did is I created here on my timeline, I've imported all the images, but each image is not a frame, it is 2 frames, as you can see there. Okay, so it's there, next frame it still stands still, and then it changes, and then stands still, and then it changes. So basically each frame is now equal to 2 frames. Each image is 2 frames and not 1 frame, and that will then create your jittery effect. So if we press play, you will see it is kind of a little bit of jittery. As you can see, it is not as smooth as your normal animations will be. There is a little bit of a jittery to it, and if you want your animation to be even more jittery, well then maybe just import every 3rd image and not every 2nd one. Then it will be even more jittery. And then each image should then be 3 frames and not just one, or not just 2 frames. And so that is how you can also create a stop motion effect to your animation as well. So guys, I really hope this video was helpful, that you can maybe think outside the box and add little styles to your animation so that it kind of looks different. Add texture over your animation, maybe cut certain frames every second frame and give it a little bit of a stop motion effect. There's so many different ways that you can just change your animation to give it a unique, different feel to it. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like. It really helps the YouTube algorithms. I'd love to hear your comments. Are there any other techniques or styles that you are using in your animation? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and maybe create a second video of more styles that you can incorporate into your animations. I would love to hear from you, and if you haven't done so, remember to hit that subscribe and also on that click that notification bell so that you can get notified every week. And finally, remember to go check out my Creators Lounge membership. It is currently open and the doors close this coming Sunday, so you don't want to miss out, because I don't know when I'm going to open the doors again, probably in 6 months time or in a year's time, I'm not sure. So make sure if you are serious about animation, then this membership is for you. And remember, you can use promo code SUCCESS and you can get 50% discount, but the promo code is only valid for the first 5 subscribers. So you better hurry and use that promo code. So guys, that is it for me. I will see you guys next week with another video. So God bless and happy animating.